If you want to use AI to help you in your work, it's important to be able to tell it exactly what you want it to do as clearly as possible. And we call these things prompts. It's basically where you tell AI exactly what you need. And if it all goes well, you'll get exactly the worksheet or the assignment that you want. Why is it important to be able to prompt well? You can just type things in endless times. Well, being able to prompt clearly gives you more accurate results the first time, and that saves you time, it saves you energy, it saves you a lot of frustration, and of course it saves the planet. Every prompt that you put into AI uses electricity, it uses water, and the quicker you can get exactly what you want, the better it is for the planet. So 3 things to tell your AI when you're prompting. First up, its role. Think about who it is. Is it a teacher of English online? Is it somebody with a lot of experience? Or is it a classroom teacher? Second thing you need to tell the AI is who the material is being produced for, so the audience, who's going to use it, what level is their language, for example, and also why they are wanting to study the language. Are they, for example, learning business language? Is it somebody studying for a particular exam, or are they people just learning the language for fun in their spare time? And the third thing that you need to tell your AI when you're prompting is the output that you want it to produce. And this is a very detailed prompt that you need to give. So we're going to go on to the next slide and think about all of these things that you want it to produce. First up, what type of output do you want your AI to produce? Do you want it to give you an email, a picture? Is it some particular kind of exercise that you need? Second thing, the topic that you're wanting it to cover. So is it a particular grammar point? Are you learning the past tense or the conditional? Is there a particular set of vocabulary that you're working with? Are you doing food or countries? A language skill? And then the other thing to think about is the actual aim of the output. As we mentioned, are people learning it for business or a particular exam or to go on holiday, for example? Next up, how long should the output be? It's important to specify for your AI because otherwise it may produce outputs that are too long or too short. So be very, very clear about the length that it should be. Could be in words, could be in questions, paragraphs, number of pair cards that you want, and so on. And the language level, AIs are not terribly good yet at the CEFR level, so don't start telling it I'm teaching B1. Maybe just say I need something at lower intermediate level or strong beginner level, something like that. If you're writing a communication, for example, an email, then also try and specify what tone the output should be. Should it be business-like? Should it be friendly? Should it be very formal? And so on. And that will make sure that you get the correct kind of language straight off. And finally, if there's any definite pieces of information that you want included, then provide that to your AI right from the start. So, for example, are there particular bits of information about the course, when it's going to start, where it will be held? Are you working on one particular set of vocabulary, for example, and if you want it to produce some exercises based on that vocabulary set, then you also need to provide exactly that information. One really important thing to bear in mind, however, when you are talking about preparing information to your AI, never input copyright material. So don't input stuff from your textbook or material that other people have produced that are not that are covered by copyright. So we've talked about the kind of information you could provide to AI. Let's now take a look at how it works in practice. And I'm going to use Copilot for this, but the same things will apply when we're using other chatbots as well. All right, so let's see how all of this actually works in practice. As I said, I'm going to be using Copilot, but before I go near Copilot, it's important to plan everything so that you get what you want first time through. And let's go through the process. So the role, experienced teacher of British English. This will be important for the exercise to come. And my audience are a group of pensioners who are learning English for fun. They're going to be visiting the UK soon, and they want to practice ordering food in a restaurant. And what we want, first of all, is a menu that they can use for practicing. And to make sure it's authentic, we will ask AI to produce a pop menu, typical dishes, and a few drinks as well. All right, let's see what AI can give us for this. Okay, so here we are with Microsoft's Copilot, one of the open source AI tools, very easy to use. I'm not going to spend time typing everything in, and every time you hit return, Copilot starts having a conversation with you. So just to simplify things, we are going to copy paste that prompt that we just worked out straight into Copilot and see what it will produce for us. Okay, so let's see what kind of pop menu we have. The dishes look pretty good, and yeah, very nice typical puddings, and drinks also look pretty good as well. So we like that. That's very handy. And what I'm going to do next is just copy paste all of this into a Word document so that then we can have our pub menu and a little bit of formatting. And as you can see, this looks like quite a nice authentic pub menu that we can use with our next set of exercises. So part 2, we'll be working on a couple of prompts for speaking exercises that our learners can use. See you in the next video.